What's up, guys? So today we are going to be doing a cooking video. What we're going to be making is French toast Uncrustables. So pretty much what it is, it's an Uncrustable, like it's a breakfast Uncrustable with French toast. So what you're going to need is you're going to need cheese, eggs, breakfast sausage, sugar, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, bread, and some milk. And that's really all you're gonna need for this. Some butter will help too in your pan. Yeah, let's get into the first step, which is cooking your sausage. All right, so now that you have your sausage on your pan, you're gonna wanna go ahead and break this up as best as you can. The more broken up it is before it starts browning, the better, because then it'll all brown evenly. But you're gonna wanna cook this on medium to high heat for however long it takes to brown all the sausage up. Alright, so now that our sausage is done, we're going to go ahead and cook our eggs in the same pan that we cooked our sausage in. So let's go get our scrambled eggs. Okay, so now that we have our sausage done, we're going to go ahead and do our scrambled eggs. So what you're going to want to do is find a container or some type of cup to crack your eggs in to make sure you don't get any shells in your actual eggs. So all we're going to do here is just crack them and in there. I'm going to use 4 eggs for just because I don't have that much bread and I can't make that many. So I'm only going to use 4. So that's 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that we have those in there, you can go ahead and put salt and pepper in the eggs before you mix it. I do not have salt and pepper next to me, so I'm just gonna mix it and add it later. So what you're gonna wanna do is get your whisk, and you're just gonna wanna beat your eggs, you know? It's all in the wrist, honestly. That's what I've learned over the years of, you know, cooking and stuff like that. It's all in the wrist. And just like that, you got a bunch of beaten eggs right there. So this is what's gonna go into that pan. Let's go cook these up. Okay, so you're gonna wanna cook your eggs on a low to medium heat. It's the best heat for eggs to cook because if they cook too fast, they could burn, and you don't want your eggs to be burned. Alright guys, so now what you're going to want to do, since your sausage and your eggs are cooked, you're going to want to go ahead and make your coating for the Uncrustables part. So what you're going to want to do is add some milk into a mixing bowl. I don't have exact measurements, so just go ahead and eyeball it. I think that's good enough. Then what you're going to want is 2 eggs also. So 1 and 2. So 2 eggs, and also you're gonna want some cinnamon. Not too much, but don't overdo it, but also don't underdo it. That's probably good. Then what you're gonna want is also some vanilla extract. Now a little bit of this stuff does go a long way, so you're gonna wanna watch it while you're doing, putting that in there. That's probably enough. And then the last thing you're gonna need in there is some sugar. Like I said, I'm eyeballing everything right now, so we're just gonna, that's probably good. All right, and then we're gonna have to mix it up. So I have my whisk here. You're just gonna wanna go ahead and start stirring. Like I said, it's all in the wrist, all in the wrist. And then you can, it doesn't matter how much batter or coating you make. It just depends on how many Uncrustables you're gonna make. So once that's all nice and mixed up, you can go ahead and add more cinnamon or sugar if you want in there, or if you don't, it's whatever, it's all up to you. So now let's get into making our Uncrustables themselves. Alright, so now that you have everything made, let's go ahead and make our Uncrustable. So what you're gonna wanna do is grab some cheese, go ahead and stick that in there. Grab some sausage, just stick that on top of the cheese right there. Make sure it's all kind of put together, or else you might have a problem closing your Uncrustable. And you're going to want to grab you some egg. So now that you have your egg in here, you're going to want to put a little bit of more cheese on top. A little more cheese, you know? So go ahead and grab your next piece of bread and stick that right on top. So now the key is grabbing your cup and just kind of sealing it that way. So that way you really don't have to use a fork, you know? So go ahead and twist on like that. Go ahead, and it might go ahead and apply a good amount of pressure on there just to make sure that it's sealed. So then you're going to take your crust off, set that to the side, and just like that, you should have a sealed sausage, egg, and cheese Uncrustable. So now let's go ahead and, now that we have one made, we're going to go ahead and put it in our batter. All right, now let's dip that and coat it. All right, now that that's coated, let's go put it on. All right, and what you're gonna want to cook these in is a buttered cast iron skillet, just for the best crust on there, you know? So go ahead and cook it until it's brown on each side. All right, guys, so now that it is off of the cast iron, it is ready to eat. I'm sorry I forgot to film me cooking it all the way, but comes apart nice and steamy in there. It's really hot. Smells amazing. Pick it up. Magnificent. All right, guys. Well, that'll be the video for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all. Peace. You should have, well, that